What up, my Alfariuses? Alfarius here, welcoming you to part 1 of a brand new modded Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Let's Play. Rejoice and let the warp overtake you, for chaos has come once more, and it has come into its own via the Skalgrim Mod, the 2.0 update for which has just dropped and added a bunch of new ships that are just magnificent. For those of you unfamiliar, aside from the said magnificent ships, the mod is an overhaul that changes tons of stats, abilities, reworks old ships, rebalances the game in general, and introduces more fleets, bigger battles, better campaign customization, and there's probably a bunch of other stuff that I'm forgetting. All the good stuff, basically. This campaign is also going to be running 2 submods, increased ship HP and decreased weapon damage. I think this should make battles longer, but more importantly, more fun. It'll also probably make the campaign more difficult, as it would buff the nuisance factions, basically, i.e. the Tyranids and the Orcs. They're going to be quite a bit stronger, but the more fragile factions that rely on long-range firepower, like Chaos and the Eldar, they won't benefit nearly as much. Now, before we get going to the gameplay and such, I do have a couple more housekeeping things to mention. I know, but please shut up, but it's just something you gotta do at the start of a series. Timestamps are obviously going to be in the comments below if you want to skip the yammering. So first, scheduling. We here at Alfarius, and Alfarius pride ourselves on following the YouTube algorithm, meaning how often episodes are posted is based on what YouTube analytics says. So if you want to see updates every day and long episodes, it's critical to drop your likes and comments, like votes, to manipulate the algorithm. Same if you like Warhammer content, Battlefleet Gothic content, and similar stuff, want to see more of it, or just want to support the channel. Also, if you just want to see ships blow up other ships, I will be running a couple separate series alongside with skirmish battles as well as a Skalgrim Mod showcase. I guess I'll probably put the links to the playlist in this description as well or something, if I don't forget. Speaking of the mod, huge shout out to Skalgrim for this amazing work. I do highly recommend that you download the mod if you have the game. There is a link to the mod DB in the video description below. You can also join Skalgrim's Discord as well, and you should absolutely support the modder if you can. Finally, another huge shout out to my regular commenters for all the jokes, discussions, ship names, gameplay tips, analysis, and pretty much every comment praising the algorithm, of course. Now, this isn't my job, just something I do for fun, and you guys keep the channel alive. Alright, that's more than enough time to meet the main Alfarius. But we should probably set this up. So we're gonna go custom. I did preemptively make a setup here, Skalgrim Chaos. I'm not going to spend too much time going over it. For those of you who watched my previous Let's Plays of the Necrons in the Skalgrim mod and the Imperium, this setup is sort of between the two a little bit. I took the threat level modifier back down to 0 because I didn't really find the massive amount of non-stop invasions in the mid-game in the Necron campaign to be particularly fun, whereas I did bump up the enemy ship level modifier to 3. I'm not going to bother putting it up to 4 though, because I feel like you have to earn the level 4. Even at the very end of the Necron campaign, and that was a longer campaign than the Imperial one, there were quite a few admirals that did not reach level 4, so I feel like it would be weird for a lot of random nameless enemy admirals to have the same kind of like ship crew levels, like in masteries, as the crew of Malos, who has like fought 1,000 battles and whatnot. It just seems weird to me. Otherwise, resources earned are going to be at 100. I hope that's fine. I did bump up the repair hull and repair troops a little bit. Not as much as the Necrons, because I don't think Chaos deserves that, i.e. I can't justify it in the lore, but I do not want to spend an insane amount of time sort of sitting there waiting to fight. After all, this game is mostly about the battles. It's not really about growing your economy. The empire building is really, really bare bones. Other than that, it's pretty standard. 125% enemy fleet capacity and leadership modifier, and 100%, 25% leadership and fleet capacity modifiers in general for both us and the enemy. I don't remember why I did the numbers at exactly 125 and 125, but I'm sure there was a reason for it. This is about it. We are not going to take no prisoner and escorts, though, because I never do those, and it'll never happen. I also did set the warp risk to about 50%. I believe Imperium is up at 80, and I had the Necrons at like 5 or something like that, but that's mostly for a lore reasons. 50-50 feels right for Chaos. So there we go. Skalgrim Chaos, it's basically a modified hard difficulty. Here we go. Now, I am going to read this, and we are going to watch the cutscene, of course, but I will always watch cutscenes because I love them. This game does them really well. You guys can skip it. Once again, timestamps in the comments below. So, to serve the Dark Gods, the 13th Black Crusade has swept out of the Eye of Terror, shattering the defenses of the Cadian Gate and leaving the Imperium's defenders reeling. However, with War Master Abaddon consumed by ancient vendettas, his lieutenant's grip on the wider Aegis Ocularis falters, and Admiral Spire, hero of the Gothic War, threatens to unmake hard-won victories. As the laughter of the Dark Gods echoes across the stars, all now rests in the hands of Malos Vrykan, champion of the Word-Bearers Legion. Here we go.
My name. What is my name? Malos Vrykan. Who I was before no longer holds significance. I am reborn. I am Malos Vrykan, servant of the Dark Gods. Mankind languishes in a tumultuous galaxy. Its potential shackled by a corpse on a gilded throne. We must look to the past for our salvation. To the primal gods who shape all that is. Let there be war upon this false Imperium. Let the galaxy burn. Lord Vrykan, our invasion fleet draws nigh to Taylor. Once they've established a foothold, we can begin our conquest of Chinchar. Acknowledged. Remain watchful. I will not tolerate failure. This is the first step. Your destiny unfolds to glory. There is little glory in escorting transport ships while the Aegis Ocularis burns. Patience. Like a fortress, glory must have solid foundations. This escort mission is but the first step on the path. The convoy's course would seem to cross that of a migration of plasmic Medusae. We have wasted enough time without making needless diversions. There is danger here. Medusae are highly unstable, and will explode upon making contact with one of our vessels. They shall not have the chance to do so. Drive to combat speed. I have practice for our gunners. We are unstoppable!
Already, Plasmic Medusae already unlocked, so we will have to be careful about, well, mostly having them destroy escorts.
Gods. We have detected an Ultramarine's fleet on the outer edge of the Medusae Shoal. Guilliman's weaklings so close to the Eye of Terror. I sense opportunity to repay old debts. All ships to battle stations!
Traitor vessels! You face the sons of Macrog, the avengers of 100 despoiled worlds. Yield, and I promise a swift death in the Emperor's name!
Save your breath, Kerr. Mercy is not yours to offer or receive this day.
We shall see. All vessels move to engage!
In the name of the Prophet Lorgar and the Dark Gods, you will find no victory here. Have a care. Do not let old wounds blind you to your purpose. The transport vessels must reach their destination.
Oh man, I was trying to not laugh there. The way the Ultramarine was like, "We shall see." It sounded so petulant. Oh man. Not surprising though. Alrighty, how are we doing here? It was amusing though. Alright, enemy torps have been shot down. We will want to move Malos, and unfortunately because this is an escort mission, we will have to play it very close combat, even though Chaos is not really designed for it, especially these ships. We got snipey little Hellbringer 2 with its lances. We got a bunch of escorts. Alright, well, target the escorts. Try to target them individually. Let's make group 1, group 2. You know what? Malos probably ram some escorts, though. Why not? You switch to reload. You know what? You guys can switch to reload as well. And let's get you all scanned up. Oh, hello. That's an admiral right there. Malos. Oh, you can't ram anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? Come back here. Are they trying to ram our escorts? Okay, you know what, you guys, I want you to auto-engage. There you go. Malos, good job. Board this ship, and then board...
I cannot, Master!
Okay, well, I wanted you to board that other ship. That's probably not going to happen now. You guys, I'll keep killing these ships. Alright, Malos, turn around. You have your equivalent of a big red button. Alright, you guys, I thought I told you to auto-engage. Oh, but I told you to also not move, so yeah. Hey, did you just ram yourself, sort of? Great, for us. Oh man, there's so many of these little ships. If we could just get Malos in here. Yeah.
Engines hot! As the War Master wills!
We're gonna lose a few transports, but we should be able to ram the rest of these guys here in a couple seconds. And right here, come on, kick and board while you're at it. I mostly just want to see the ram. I don't believe the Astrodominus, and oh, by the way, awesome that we have an Astrodominus to start off, but I do want to see it ram. Even though I, once again, don't think that it does have a spur, right? I just want to double check, though. Yeah, surgical strength, exceptional troop efficiency, dedicated. No spur, unfortunately, but that's alright. Man, I love using the little ships in an early game. It's so fun. Alright, let's speed it back up to normal. You are now in everybody's way, Malos, which I believe is a perfect... Oh, wow, you're gonna be scuttleable. We should probably bomb you. Are you guys really Did you just ram another ship to death? Oh, wait, I believe since this is the since this is the tutorial mission, we can take as much damage as we want, and it'll get fully repaired if this is like the other mission, so it really doesn't matter how we perform. So, Malos, smack this other little ship. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Now get their admiral just to... Oh, okay. No, he recovered. I thought he was going to scuttle.
Moving to those coordinates.
We haven't actually been hurt there, just completely focusing these transports. I really want to die. It's adorable. Well, we are here to oblige them. Man, this Astrodominus is going to be around for the entire campaign. Basically, probably not in this fleet, I will admit. Just because it's not... it's not right to probably keep it in Malos's fleet, especially as it doesn't have a spur. But it'll be in another fleet, not to worry. And you are the Litany of Damnation. Yeah, you gotta remember that name. Should have remembered it from the first time around. I believe it is the same one that Malos started with, even if that was a different ship. You are just about out of the picture. Does the Astrodominus have bombardment cannons up front? Heavy lance artillery, heavy macro turrets, and plasma broadsides. Okay, no bombardment cannon. You move forward. Let's try to capture this other ship. Oh, and it is in call to arms. A lot of enemy plasma medusae. Well, enemy. Oh, watch this guy. You know what? This is not good. I may have screwed this up. Wait, everybody, go here. Go quick. You all need to lock on. I just realized you are going to be able to scuttle stuff. Scuttle yourself, rather. Oh man, and probably damage all of our escorts. Bombers, that is you. Yeah, it's gonna scuttle itself, and I don't think our allies are gonna do anything about it. Come on, come on, come on, kill it. Kill it, a few more shots. No, it's not gonna make it. It won't hurt this one enough, but it might destroy this Actually did barely anything.
As the War
Okay, never
Master
mind.
wills.
I was afraid of that for nothing. Would have been a really cool maneuver if it did a lot of damage, but it only brought our shields to about half HP. And I believe that's the
Moving
last
to those
little ship.
coordinates.
Unless these idiots ram into the Medusa here and then kill themselves. I would not be surprised. Let's reform. I don't remember if there's another group that's coming up as soon as the escorts are all away. But we'll find out. Oh, and our escorts actually have to reach the end here. I believe I remember escort missions before where, like, if you kill the entire enemy fleet, the battle ends and you don't actually complete the objective. Weird as that design is. What a bizarre design choice, honestly.
The gods favor you. Our transport vessels are clear of the battle and proceed towards Tyloth.
Excellent. The Astartes fleet is dust. Their blind loyalty to the corpse emperor repaid with death. My appetite for slaughter is barely whetted.
The coming days promise slaughter enough to satisfy your every craving. You need only have patience.
Alrighty, Astrodominus is going to show off for the first time of many. It did take quite a bit of troop damage because we are in a yellow state, but once again, I do believe it'll be fully repaired as soon as we're out of here. And thus, the tutorial mission is complete. Fairly easy one, but it is a tutorial mission. Maybe I should have just skipped it altogether, but it was fun enough, especially since it's probably one of the only escort, if not the only escort mission we'll ever get since I disabled the
Cadia has
escort.
fallen. But the war against the servants of the false emperor forges ever on.
How may I serve the gods?
The Black Fleet is thick with ambitious warlords. They know little loyalty to War Master Abaddon, and pay but lip service to the gods. The time is coming when Abaddon will depend upon you as no other. But only if you prove yourself.
I shall not be found wanting malevolence.
Good. Strike now. Carve yourself a domain from amongst these squalling stars. My agent within the Imperial Navy will assist you in this matter. Lord High Admiral Drang?
Yes, Malevolence?
Is Admiral Spire contained as I commanded?
Indeed, Malevolence. Even now, the hero of the Gothic War wastes his might on insignificant battles in the Cadian sector, leaving your forces free rein elsewhere.
Are you certain of this? The early stages of this onslaught are vital. Spire's presence in this sector would prove problematic, if only for the false hope it would seed.
It is truth, I swear to you. You need not concern yourself with Spire until you choose to do so.
Good. Your loyalty will be rewarded, Admiral. Warlord Vrykan, I suggest you focus your attention on Chinchar. Its peoples cry out for spiritual guidance and freedom from the false idols of the glutted Imperium.
It shall be as you say, Malevolence.
Alrighty, interesting. I mean, he talks about loyalty to Abby, but to be fair, we have little enough loyalty to Abby ourselves, so hey, whatever. The Unholy War. After setting up his operational base in the Chinchar sector, Malos Vrykan wants to carve out a domain that will glorify his crusade. The Empire and its misguided faith Imperium. Its misguided faith in false idols will end, and their souls will be brought back to the true faith. Imperium? Are we Warhammer Fantasy all over again? Not that I mind. Alright, Plasma do say we already know what that does, and... okay, well, it looks like we are on the rails here because we have just one way to go, out of Tyloth and into Chinchar, so here we are. We start with the Word Bearer's Stronghold, so increases repair rate, troop regen, as well as generating corruption. Minus 69, oh, I'd keep the number. Maybe turn it to plus 69, but whatever. And yes, as I said, it looks like we are at full HP. And, oh, what the hell? That's a lot of little tiny ships all over the place. Huh. Interesting. And it looks like our followers are lost in the damned fleet. Look at this. So many Hellbringer Mark 1s and 2s, eh? Huh. What's the cost difference? The Mark 1 is 11 points more, but it does have 2 launch bays. Man, but by bringing a single Astra Dominus, we're costing ourselves 300 points. That's pretty intense. I'm almost tempted to say it might not even be worth it. Huh. At least at this stage, considering how many of these ships we could bring, just in terms of sheer firepower, because the single Astra Dominus does not actually have a lot of firepower for its cost, does it? It is primarily advantageous in that it can bring to bear its exceptional troop efficiency. But I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself. What do we have in terms of escorts here? A lot of apostates with their double-barrel light lance artillery. I think maybe we can use that. Or do we bring idolaters? I don't know. I mean, the accuracy drop-off is the problem there. I say we'll still probably bring the apostates despite the expense difference, even if the idolaters are a little bit better in close combat. Anyway, back. Let us, I guess, attack Chinchar, since it's the only thing we can do. Can't dedicate Taylor to the gods? No, we cannot. I really feel like there should have been some kind of, I don't know, dedicate to Undivided, if that makes sense. I know it's not really dedicating it to anything, but, you know. You know, kind of like Eidolon. Anyway, a launch battle. Here we go. So it'll be basically the Astra Dominus and like a tiny amount of our other ships. I did say not idolaters, but a bunch of apostate. Wait, let me just out. Hellbringer Mark II definitely coming in. I guess we could use the Hellbringer Mark IIs as snipers. Do we want more snipers while the Astra Dominus tanks? That's probably what we want, isn't it? You know what? Let's go. Let's say 2 Mark IIs. How many Mark I's would we be able to bring? How many extra carriers? Wait, where are the Mark I's? There we go. Hellbringer regular and Hellbringer regular. We could bring 2 regular Mark I's to bring at least some fighters. The only problem is they only have 2 uses of them, so if they go down, they go down. And then these ships aren't nearly as useful anymore. However, you know what? I think I have an idea. We use the 2 Mark I's, wait until the enemy is drawn in, and then get them out, escape, and then use other ships. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, let's take 3 apostates, I guess. Wait. If we switch to Mark IIs, can't we bring more? Mark II, Mark II. Yeah, we could bring 4 Mark IIs instead. No, that's still better, I think. Then I guess 1 apostate. Or you know what? No, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna bring an infidel, use it to scout up front. It'll die, and then it'll replace with something. There we go. And the reason okay, Imperial cutscene. I'll explain later.
The Imperium of Man, a galaxy-spanning empire in decline. Once, humanity stood on the brink of taming the stars. A golden age of light and glory beckoned. But men have ever been prone to temptation and lured to stubborn pride. Now the Space Marines, intended as the vanguard of mankind's ascension, fight ceaselessly to prevent their father's work sliding into ruin. The Adeptus Mechanicus, custodians of wondrous technology, take to the stars in hope of unearthing lost secrets from the very darkest of ages, and to impose the Omnissiah's will upon a scattered galaxy. But nowhere is the Imperium's might more plainly seen than in the vessels of its star-spanning navy. As war rages, colossal warships slip anchor to smite the foe with the righteous fury of the faithful. Such vessels are both Imperium's stalwart shield and gleaming spear, shining in the impenetrable dark of space. It takes more than a man to command such a warship. It takes a hero, strong in will and unflinching of purpose. Without such heroes, the Emperor's light would surely wane. Admiral Spire is one such hero, forged in the hallways of the vaunted Schola Progenium, tempered in the cursed days of Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. Long has he been lost, but now, freed from the Immaterium's clutches, he returns to shed his blood in the Emperor's cause once more. any who seek to sweep mankind from the stars must first reckon with Spire. Many have sought his head, all have failed. But one hero alone may not be enough to change the Imperium's fortunes. It will take thousands, even millions, for mankind to reclaim its footing in the Eye of Terror's gaping maw. And millions more to hold it. Such a task will not be easy. Cadia is demon-hunted rubble, and the Imperium itself is scarred, torn in two by the cicatrix maledictum. But it is the nature of heroes to triumph in adversity, and of faith to flourish in the dark.
And that's why I don't skip cutscenes. Man, this game did a good job with them. I want to clap every time. The Imperium one is quite good. Rank the cutscenes at some point. Alrighty, here comes the Astrodominus once again, taking up the lion's share of the points. Ooh, and looking lovely in this system here. Lots of asteroids around, pretty busy. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Now, the reason that I wanted to get into for why it was taking so long to try to figure this out was because, as I said, our faction is one of the ones that are sort of nerfed as compared to the others by virtue of the reduction in weapon damage and increase to the HP. Imperials thrive more in close combat than we do, and their ships are less fragile than ours, well, with the exception of something like an Astrodominus. So we do need to be careful there. You guys are all going to go into lock-on. You can all fire broadside, so you are going to be kiting. That's what Chaos does, and let's move you up here. I guess you are also going to be using your forward artillery. Gonna be careful. Well, yeah, I feel like we'd probably be better off using the double-barrel heavy lance arty until they close for the heavy macro broadsides. Plasma macro broadsides, rather. Ooh, looks like quite a few enemy ships out there as well, and they are sending fighters our way. I guess that's one reason I should... You know what? Right here. They probably sent the fighters directly at you. Funnily enough. You go up, you go into a run silent. You don't ram your own ship, please. You guys, get ready to tank. Or to snipe, rather. We are going to wait for them to get to us. Or at least get close enough so that we can hit them. There we go. Now they're going to move back. And I hope that this is not an escort, because I'm going to try and get the Thunderhawk squadron right there. Alright, let's speed this up while they get closer to us, though. And then begin the fight. I mean, Malos is not going to be super effective until he can... you know what? You. Stop here. Are you ready to identify? Can I identify at least one? And then move back, and then Malos, move forward. Did we manage to land a boarding action? Ooh, hello. Could have landed on you, actually. Hopefully before the enemy arrives. I want to see how close we need to get before we need to hightail it out of there. We should have more speed than the enemy anyway. 240 on our light cruisers versus 180 on theirs. How fast is the Astrodominus? It is 200. Oh yeah, we definitely have the superior speed capabilities here. Alright, if you Thunderhawks can make it to the enemy admiral before the fighters are launched at me, so, ooh, hello. I just saw that lance artillery connect, and you know what? Since it connected with you, we're going to make you our #1 target, then we're going to make you our #2 target. You just got identified, buddy. Identify them again, and then get the hell out of there. Hey, you, get ready to move. You guys, move out as well. Alright, just gotta destroy as many ships as possible. Hello, little spread of torps coming in.
Executing high energy turn.
Well, let's not get hit by that. And can you board this? Might as well. Damn, I was hoping that would cause a...
Our strike team slaughtered them.
I was hoping that would cause them to go into call to arms. Unfortunately not. Ooh, the enemy have fighters? Yeah, they do. Recall. Ah, they're gonna get shot down, damn. Alright, you guys keep kiting. You, stay back and get ready to identify them again. Alright, we got one ship down. Let's hit the next one. That's you. Target your engines first. Here we go. Mr. Malos in the Litany of Damnation is going to be shielding the rest of our snipey fleet while we stay away from the enemy macros. Not gaining much use out of our plasma, out of our lance artillery, unfortunately, but that's okay. Crits are working really well. One of the major problems with the light cruisers, of course, being the fact that they get critted out really quickly, and then they lose a lot of their effectiveness. It's actually a problem with a lot of the ships that are lower than Titan class. Even battleships feel like they suffer crits way too much. Alright, you need to go forward again, try to identify the enemy fleet. Are you facing the proper direction? Yes, indeed you are. Go. Obviously, once again, we don't care if you die. You guys, get ready to sort of switch directions. You, boarding action. Nope, you're going to launch defensive fighters before these guys get here.
Enemy ship sighted.
Lovely. And then you identify the enemy. Number 1 target still. You are going to be the number 2 target. You are going to be the number 3 target. Actually, you were going to be a number 2 target as well. Okay, oh, they're approaching. We might need to repair and book it out of here a little bit more. Okay, down goes our escort, but that's okay. We have another one on the field. You can come in and join the fray. Start with the lock-on. Everybody else get the hell out of there. Are you a number 1 target? No, switch you to number 1, please. Keep the lances always firing. Never don't be firing lances. That's the way of chaos. Or at least, it is right now. Well, we don't have any other options than lances. Okay, you have lost your deck once again. That's not so great. Let's target you as our number 1 target. Do we have fighter launches? No, unfortunately we do not. So we are going to get hit by these bombers. Let's try to move away from them so we can shoot them down. Yes, okay, we're good. You move in. You guys, speed it up again. I don't want you taking hits. It's the Astrodominus's job. Don't try to steal Malos's job. He doesn't take that very kindly, or at least he doesn't seem like he would.
Unstoppable!
We are somewhat stoppable, but only somewhat. You go here, please. And you guys really need to switch directions. We are getting boarded once again. You know what? Board them right back, then. If that's the way they want to play it, we can play that game. You guys need to hide behind the Astrodominus. I'm liking the length of this battle, because we're not going to get a lot of battles in the game with a lot of light cruisers, so I gotta enjoy it while you can. Plus, it feels a little bit more tactical than, you know, insane amounts of weight of fire just destroying everything in the way. All right, how are we doing here? You can be number 1, and you can both. Okay, you can be number 2. You're still number 1, eh? All right, you guys ready to go again? Yeah. Move it out, please. Astrodominus, you move again as well. You are out of shields. I'll switch you back to lock-on. You keep moving around the periphery of the battlefield. In fact, run silent.
We stand ready.
Alright, and the Astrodominus is taking quite a bit of damage. Perhaps surprisingly or perhaps unsurprisingly. Maybe we should start destroying some of these little tiny ships instead then. Make you all group 2 then. Like so. Screw the light cruisers for now. Deal with it like this. And you, okay, it's time to start launching into defensive fighters. Was I too late? I think I was too late by a couple seconds. Whatever. You cannot move. Your engines are once again very badly hurt. Keep destroying all the little tiny ships. Or target 1 or target 2. Target 2. Wait, if they disappear, does it reset targeting? Huh. That's not so good. Malos, you have not lost a lot of troops, but your HP is certainly dropping. Not sure how I feel about that. If I am sure how I feel about that, I don't like it. Anybody shield down where we can board? No light cruisers. Okay. Okay, you know what I think we need to do? We need to get on this cloud briefly. Sit there for a few seconds while you guys move away, because Malos needs to repair. Move here, and in fact, wait, I have another idea. Wait until your shields go down again, and then move into the cloud. Stop right there. Not in the cloud. Your shield will come back up in a couple seconds. There we go. Now we can take some time to snipe at the enemy. Yeah, if he gets any more hurt, we're going to have to replace him. We have plenty of ships that we can reinforce with. You can be another 1 target as well. Boarding action on... Ooh, whoa, number 1 target. There. Alright, now get in here. You guys don't get in each other's way, please. Prepare. And switch to lock-on once again. Oh, you're immediately identified. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to risk Malos, that's for sure. Man, this battle's taking quite a while. Yeah, alright, you know what? Let's go. Malos, you're going to burn out your gauge and then you're going to move off the field. Everybody else, get ready to cut. You're about to have a ton of reinforcing Reinforcing ships. I don't want you to get hurt beforehand, so
Set
go, go,
engines
go.
to full ahead.
Malos, repair or
For the
no?
War Master!
I wonder which side of the battlefield our allies are going to
We
arrive on.
stand ready.
Run. I know, Malos, it's not in your nature
For
to
the
run, but
ruinous powers!
that's what's happening. And in fact, since you're going to escape over here, we're going to start moving in this general direction. Looks like the enemy is going to... they're going to chase you, which is going to work out just fine for us, while the sniping ships go over here. Can you be the #1 target, please? Looks like they should be hitting you. And we still have you identified. Malos, your shields are back up. Let's launch one more bomber flight out there. Oh, is that an enemy fighter flight? Yeah. Bombers aren't going to work. Oh, well. And we're out of Thunderhawks anyway. You know what? Fire a couple more times, like repair, lock on, shoot them a couple more times. You're at escape range anyway. You guys sit where you are for a few seconds. Keep on firing. Nah, just get out. You're not going to be able to turn. You're not good enough at turning. Sorry, buddy.
Enemy ship sighted!
Alright, some nice hits there. Malos is off the
For
field
the
now.
War Master!
And here, oh my god, look. What? Okay, that's way more ships than I thought it would be. I knew it was going to be a bunch of ships because these are all cheap, but damn.
Stand ready!
Okie dokie. Well, on the field, on the field, on the field. And you need to repair. Oh, did I just repair 2 instead of 1? My bad. My bad. You are all going to go into lock-on, and now we have some fighters as well. #1 target switch to the Admiral. You guys move away.
For the ruinous
You.
powers!
Don't burn out your gauge, though. There we go. You guys.
As the War Master wills.
Chaos Play. Chaos Play is so fun. It feels so much more interactive than just, you know, sitting there. Alright, escorts. Time to come in and help out. Time for you all to come in and snipe away. Engage at, let's say, 9,000 range. Wait, what's your range on the Light Lance Artillery? 13,500. Let's do that. And then auto-engage with you. There you go. How is this portion of the fleet looking? Looks like enemies are dropping all over the place. We're still kiting them all over the place as well. You are the most hurt. Let's put you in a cloud so that you don't get too much damage. I mean, the thing is, if we get too much damage, we won't be able to repair it this early on, and we'll have to spend turns just waiting for nothing to happen.
Setting course.
I feel like this battle would have actually been easier without Malos, interestingly enough. Without weight of numbers like carriers, his Thunderhawks really weren't able to accomplish all that much. I think that was the main issue for him.
Setting course.
I'll keep that in mind, though. You guys, let's launch some defensive fighters out here. Although the turrets look like they're doing okay at bringing them down.
Repair the damage at once.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh, we got more light ships out here. Keep crippling these. Group 1. Their admiral is already dead. You guys are doing a good job at sniping because the enemy isn't actually reacting to you at all. Keep boarding this ship as well. Nice.
I cannot master.
You, stay where you are. They can't see you. Repair your weaponry as well so that you don't have to deal with it anymore. Your shields are going down. These guys are fine. You, get away from this so that you're behind the rest of our fleet. Thank you. Hide behind the ones with shields.
Enemy ship sighted. Engines
Alright.
hot.
It's been a long time since I felt like I had to work for a victory in campaign, so this feels very nice. There we go, another boarding action. You guys all switch to reload. You do have some damn, I didn't mean to repair you all. Oh well.
For the War Master.
Alright, you know what? I think we can move on in now.
Ordnance.
Everybody reload, everybody
For
go.
the ruinous powers.
And I know they don't have just... they don't have just lances. They have some turrets that they can benefit with reload. Ooh, wow, you got very badly beat up here. I should not have moved you in, I should have moved everybody else in. Try to protect this ship, please. You might be dead, buddy, sorry. Not entirely sure. You guys stop here. Board or... I mean, they're Imperial Navy, right? You, try to move in here and hide. Try to move into the middle of the enemy fleet so we can fire in both directions at this point. And this is me getting impatient. We would have probably deleted this fleet a lot easier with minimal losses. Oh, did you lose your generator as your shield was about to come up? That's really unfortunate. Sorry, Promise of Dread. I think you're going to fulfill that promise, although the Dread will be yours. Alright, well, reinforcing ships, come in, please. And you keep identifying the enemies. Don't let them hide in that cloud. Everybody else is firing in both directions, which is exactly what we want. Drop those bombers in there. Get some boarding actions in there. You are actually going to be able to be scuttleable any second. Now you need to repair. I saw that generator go down. You are going to try to disengage, which you're going to fail. Number one target, please. Don't let that drifting Hulk screw us over. Yeah, there's the scuttle, but it will not work. You guys need to switch so that you can fire at everybody who's left. Looks like there's 2 enemy ships up. Beautiful. Alright, well done, light cruisers. Well done. And everybody repair, and everybody auto-engage at, let's say, 4.5 range. There we go. There we go. The rest does not need to be controlled. They can take care of the 2 little tiny ships themselves because they don't have the firepower to deal with them. You guys can auto-engage as well. What is your engagement range? Just go 4.5. Alright. 1. And then there was 1 left. Look at our cute little sniping escorts. Since there's not going to be a lot of escort play, once again, it does feel right to try to use them here. There's those light lance artillery. After losing your entire fleet, you're having kind of a bad day, ain't you? Why are you turning this way? I don't know. Does not matter, you are about to go down. Beautiful. Alright, nice little first battle. I'm almost tempted to put Malos on a smaller ship while we don't have a huge amount of points available to us for every battle, because when the flagship is something like an Astrodominus, it really doesn't bring enough firepower to be worth its cost when it's by itself. A fleet that is intended to be close combat with a lot of Astrodominuses or other ships that would complement them would be better. Let's see, we lost an infidel, and an idolater, and as well as 1 Hellbringer Mark II, but I think that's worth it. Pretty minimal point loss at the end of the day. This one cost, what, 48 or something like that, or 49, I don't remember, and these guys cost 10 apiece, so yeah, 70 money for a system, and an important system. I'll certainly take it.
So easily does Chinchar fall. The gods mark you for greatness.
I am honored to be their vessel.
As you should. This system is almost ours. Even now, my dark apostles rouse the populace to fervor. Imperial crews turn upon one another in glorious uprising. But greater tests await.
Finally, there's some glorious uprising. Alright, wow, lots of rewards right away. So what do we get here? A renown points awarded, 700, lovely, I guess. 993 out of 1,000. Let's see, you have 200 resources. A gift of each of the gods, lovely. Close it up.
The gods see your efforts and are satisfied. Hold their interest. Perform dark rituals to the gods of the worlds you seize. And you will be justly rewarded.
I live to serve the Four.
And serve them you shall, but not alone. Your dedication to the gods draws their foremost champions to your banner. Choose well who serves you, and remember always that one serves his patron god above all.
I understand, Malevolence.
Then make your selection from those gathered before you, and choose wisely.
Favor of the Gods. Malos has retained the attention of the gods following his last action in the Chinchar sector. His success and dedication to the ruinous powers have drawn their foremost champions to serve under your banner. Hire a marked admiral by using a gift of chaos. Close it up. Right, marked fleets. By spending chaos gifts, you can recruit admirals from the following famous chapters: World Eaters, Death Guard, Emperor's Children, and Thousand Sons. To create a new fleet, select a system under your control and click on Create New Fleet. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Let's see. So, wait, are we not able to dedicate any of these yet? We immediately conquered them. No, there should be like a little icon that allows you to dedicate them. But it isn't here. What, are you telling me we can't dedicate anything at Chinchar? Am I crazy here? Am I looking at... Hire a marked... Oh, it wants us to hire a marked admiral before we... Fine. Fine, game. Alrighty, what do we have in terms of options here? Hellbringers, and Hellbringers. What we want to hire? You guys all have navigational shields, which is kind of unfortunate because it basically pigeonholes you into the type of fleet that wants to sit in asteroids, but not the type of fleets that have space miners either, ironically. So basically a long-range snipey fleet. Would we give the Death Guard a long-range snipey fleet when they have Void Locust Swarm? No. World Eaters, same thing with the Bloodletter Party. So basically it boils down to the Emperor's Children and their Slaanesha's Promise, as well as the Siren Cannon. While in lock-on stance, macro lance hull damage, it only applies to the flagship though, so basically one big ship. And when you have a big ship, generally it doesn't really care about asteroids. And finally, you guys have critical assault actions, but it is for all line ships. I mean, I guess we'll get another fleet later eventually. You know what? Let's start with Slaanesh. I feel like that's the one. That's the one we will benefit off of early because of the. Oh, then again, it is flagship. I'll try Slaanesh. The others seem like no-brainers. Death Guard with their Void Locust Swarm are ludicrously powerful. These guys are close combat, and I don't think we're ready for close combat yet by virtue of the ships not yet available. And Thousand Suns are already... They already are pretty kitey. I feel like they don't need navigational shield. Just generally speaking. Now, Verinox or Hordred? I don't know, and I don't care. They're both Hellbringer Mark 1s. You look more asymmetrical. What's this?
A wise choice. Bound by chains of loyalty and marked by the divine, he will serve you well in the months to come.
I look forward to witnessing his capabilities once battle is joined, Malevolence.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Alrighty, and we get more renown, so we level up off of that, as well as even more resources. Beautiful. We get to level up some stuff. And there, now we get the cruiser. Okay, it's so annoying that we didn't get the cruiser tonnage before we recruited the admiral, because we could have recruited them with a cruiser. Oh, game. Why you do this? Alright, and we get an upgrade point.
The
Lovely.
gods' attention is fickle. Should you wish to hold their gaze, you must make an offering worthy of notice. Subjugate a captured system. Let sacrifice and ritual blaze across the stars.
Such has always been the Word-Bearer's way. Let the worthy embrace the truth of chaos, and the weak feed the flames.
Good. Then it remains only to choose the nature of your offering. Let the ritual begin.
The god's attention is fickle because you won't shut up, alright? The god's attention may quickly be lost if their champions don't make offerings to them regularly. At the suggestion of Archist Vane, Malos Vrykan has decided to offer a planet and every soul living on it. He just has to choose who will be sacrificed. Dedicate to the gods. Alright, okay. Gifts of Chaos can be used to gain special advantages. You can earn them through some specific objectives or by dedicating planets. If you do the latter, the evolution cost will increase by 50%. In exchange for the Gifts of Chaos, you can use the Curses of the Dark Gods to your advantage. Khorne's Anger pushes the enemy fleet to attack a linked system. Nurgle's Rot decimates the enemy ships. Slaanesha's Lies demoralizes a fleet, forcing it to flee. And Tzeentch's Shifting gives you the possibility to generate Invasion Sword in another system. Swell. Swell. Okay, now, in terms of... Forge World, hello. Probably don't actually want to increase your cost. Let's take a look at what we have here. 11111. 22222. Chinchar is a Khorne. Ooh, Alpha Legion Infiltrators. Khorne favored for some reason. Oh, it's a penal world, that's why. And then let's see what else we have here. We have a Death World, which is 222, and then this is all 111. So really we have you for Khorne.
The ritual has begun. The dark gods see your faith blazing like a star. Their gifts will surely follow.
This is but the beginning, Malevolence. Soon all the sectors of the Aegis Ocularis will scream praise to chaos.
That's lovely. Okay, even more renown. Damn, well, it's throwing renown at us all over the place.
With Chinchar brought into the embrace of chaos, you should cast your eye further afield.
What would you recommend, Malevolence?
It would seem the Imperium are mustering a counterblow at Dorsia. Perhaps there,
The skies are choked with wreckage. Imperial vessels will surely use the debris as a shield against our auspexes.
The challenge is too much for you. Was I mistaken to choose you as a harbinger of the gods?
I will lead the attack personally. Let the ruin of Dorsia send a message to those who would thwart mankind's ascension.
Scattering the will. The remaining Imperial forces are rallying in the Dorsia system of the Skelos sector. Destroy the fleet before it gathers sufficient force to counterattack. Imperial reinforcements are expected. Complete special operation in Dorsia. Swell Galaxy View ready to go. Where for is Dorsia? Skelos Dorsia is all the way up here. Okay. Okay. Now, well, we do want to take all of the sector first. Oh wow, Praxa Gulf, you only have 300. Oh wow, that is a lot of presumably Tau here, isn't it? I guess it. We're going to have a tough time dealing with you. 313330, eh? Okay. Okay, wait. You two can't move, unfortunately, but you can move immediately. Oh, but we can't construct new ships. Damn. I was hoping to construct a cruiser at the very least. Okay, and we are at much higher fleet value than we were before. I think what we'll want to do... Let's do a ship transfer. We can't transfer to the... Wait, we can't transfer regular fleets to the marked fleet, I take it? Okay. Okay, you want to... Let's see, Idolater, Apostate, Idolater, and I want you to take the Hellbringer Mark 1s, because you have the Astrodominus. A little bit carrier heavy for you. Alright, so now Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2. You're going to be a little bit more snipey than you. Okay, and escorts, I guess we're going to have to give some to you. So here... You have a bunch of Idolaters, you have 2 of them, and wait, no, you have 3 of them. How many Apostates do you have? You have no Apostates. Alright, let's just give you a couple more Idolaters then. Idolater, and Idolater. I think that's all the Idolaters and all the Apostates. Beautiful. Confirm. Alright, and since there's nothing we can do here, we're gonna end the turn, but there's 2 things I want to do first. I want to... Let's see, Radiation Cloud, you have a shipyard. Evolution cost. I don't want to increase the cost of things like the Forge World because we need those ASAP and we don't want to wait. Increases renown earnings. Okay, well you can definitely be... Let's go Gift of Nurgle. Keep it even for now. Minor... It's a minor shipyard. Not a big deal either. Let's go with a Gift of Slanesh. Radiation Cloud and Demonic Shipyard. You're the regular shipyard, eh? So we do need to build you immediately. And while we do have the resources, I don't want to increase the cost too much. We're just missing a little bit of Tzeentch love, so let's get some. Alright, I think that's good. These 2 will be left undivided, at least for now. Let's also get our upgrade point. Let's head into battles again. Before we run out of time here, there was a lot of stuff. Ooh, Lance's critical chances increased. Let's start with that, shall we? I have a feeling we're going to be using a lot of Lances. Applies to all ships with Lances, yeah. Easy, good upgrade. End turn. Oh, you guys are going to bump up your fleet capacities over this turn, most likely. At least some of you will. Alright, no, you're still 300. We could build a cruiser for you, can't we? And just the one, though. Let us build one. What kind of... Lock-on and navigational shields. So I guess... Do we just build you a Devastation? Honestly, we should probably take the Devastation and put it into Malos's fleet, because he's once again a little bit more carrier-heavy. Why not? Why not? You can have the Devastation for now. Yeah. We'll give the murder and stuffs to somebody else. Do it. Can we get another Hellbringer? Oh, no, we don't have enough, we don't have enough construction points. Fine. Fine. Malos, you can take care of the Taurian system by yourself. Wait. Taurian system or... Let's see, Praxa Gulf has a Corn Altar. I'm looking for anything that gives us money. Enslaved World. Hello. And generates corruption. Ah, but we have to keep a freaking fleet there. What about a Sola Bay? outpost, more corruption. Okay, you know what? We are going to send Malos out, let's say here. Yes. And then you two, will you be enough to defeat this? I certainly hope so. Let's send you out. Nothing else we could build here anyway. Go and go. Alright, 2 little battles before we call this episode. So, Solo Bay, let's start with you. You'll be the easier battle because we outnumber the enemy fairly significantly. And yeah, maybe I should have given the devastation to the other ships, or the other fleets, but oh well. Malos deserves the best. Let's just pretend he's earned it already. Man, it feels so weird to have such small fleet numbers after the end of another campaign. Once again, the Astrodominus looking lovely, supported by an actual support fleet. Look at that. Look at all those actual support ships. You are all going to go into Lock-On. Wrathful Injustice. Alrighty, so, Wrathful Injustice, you are going to actually lead these ships. Or group, let's say group 3. Alright, group 1. You guys can be group 3. You guys can be group 2. Like so. Alrighty, do these guys all have... Yes, all have. They do indeed all have. So, we will start off by launching a bunch of fighters at you. And waiting. We are going to move up a little bit, though. Go like so. Wait until we shoot down their ships and then move on. Speed it up as well. You guys are moving way too fast. Wait, are the... Is the same speed as the Idolaters? Alright, slow it back down, shoot down the fighters, then recall squadrons, everybody, please. We are now going to hit the enemy. Don't need to go much further. I take it the enemy won't have anything bigger than a cruiser themselves. Alright, so what I want to do is go... I guess 1, 2... I don't know, 3, 4. And then we'll launch Malos's borders right after.
Your orders?
We'll identify the enemy as well. In fact, wait, you guys stay still. You guys get ready to engage at 1,300 or 13,500. We'll have you auto-engage. We'll also have you guys auto-engage, most likely. What's your range on your macro turrets? Let's engage you at 9,000. And broadside, there we go. That's a little tiny ship that we don't care about. You guys can stop where you are. Malos, move in. I want you. Aha, board that. Thank you. You guys move aside so that you... Oh wait, you have turrets, so it doesn't actually matter which way you face. And just move up so that you can fire a little bit better. Alright, number 1 target.
Enemy ship sighted.
Why, thank you. I would never have figured that one out. Alrighty, well, we can maintain distance for now. Number 1 target on all the little escorts, and then we'll get the other ships as well as the Admiral after that. You guys need to find the Admiral. Let's send a couple defensive fighters to cover around Malos, and then let's send let's send 2 boarders here. Malos can send his own boarders after as well. And you can also go into reload Malos. You're about to lose your shields, but that's okay. You guys can all go into engagement, and you can start moving. You guys can start moving. You guys engage. Beautiful. Alrighty. Oh, I'm actually surprised that you didn't go into automatic... Call to arms. Call to arms, that's the name of the thing. I keep thinking in Gramic Regeneration. / Awakening Warriors, and it's not sticking yet that we're not Necrons anymore. Alright, Malos, I'd like you to ram if you can, even though you'll probably take a lot of unnecessary damage. I also want you to face enough that you can fire your your artillery. Alright, you guys. Yeah, you're okay. You keep to this side. We don't really care how many escorts die. In fact, you guys can all identify the enemy. Here we go. Malos, you're not going to need to board that. And in fact, I don't think... Ooh, you're going to... Wait, number 1 target. I think we might need to get these little guys out, because you are going to Drifting Hulk, and we need to... Yeah. You stop. You, move away. You move away. Thank you. You guys are done now. Alright, you. Stop. And, I don't know, engage this guy. Malos, oh, you're about to get rammed. Okay, no, you are missed. These guys are out of the picture. You guys are still in auto-engagement. I take it. You, ooh, you're about to die. Run. Run, little guy. You run away as well. Probably won't survive. Brace if you can. Look at me protecting escorts. So unusual. Oh, I did not mean to click away. You guys are ready to move again. Let's send some bombers out this time. And you can board this ship. Just gotta watch out for those scuttles again.
We'll follow your command.
Alright, you are not moving. Did you actually survive? Okay, you know what? Get out.
Changing warp engines.
Just get out then. Ah, lovely little mini fights.
Unstoppable.
Repair your weapons, Malos, please. Where are you guys facing? Oh, you're going after this guy. You just got rammed by the AIs, huh. Surprising.
Vengeance will be ours.
I certainly hope so.
Time.
Alright, looks like that escort is out of the picture. And then there were two, I believe. Mouse is not actually taking a lot of damage. Move in, try to fire your artillery. And smashy smashy. Beautiful. Beautiful unnecessary damage. And you're going to mutiny its board the other ship, try to target that engine. And why don't we just bomber?
Your orders.
Something between bombard and bomber. Oh no. Number one target, please. Number one target. Don't let it explode. Nah, it's fine. Looks like we're good. Lovely. First sector's going pretty decent, although we are quickly running out of time for the first step. So we're going to fight one more. The second battle should be a little bit more difficult by virtue of the fact that we will not be outnumbering the enemy, so it'll probably take a decent amount of time. And we won't have a cruiser leading, so we will have to be careful with the Admiral. What are we at here? 203. Yeah, almost next level already. Yeah, 59 and 338, but there aren't any really hurt ships here, and we do have a lot of sniping capability, but the enemy is Astartes. Iron Hands. Ooh, Iron Hands versus the Emperor's Children, huh? Well then. A little bit of a rematch, perhaps? Got a little bit of history, guys? I love these systems with the mineral asteroids. Alrighty, oh my god, this is a lot of ships. A lot of kitey ships, in fact. With the one Emperor's Children fleet ship leading all these Lost in the Dams, which is actually really appropriate. This makes absolute sense. Group 1, Group 2, lock on, simple, go. Now, what is this? Demonic ritual provides replacement troops upon the ships. Oh, right, yes, I remember you. Alright, let's move forward. And then move back immediately, when the enemy gets close enough. We should probably start. Okay, fine. You do it. And you do
Engines
this.
hot.
And then move forward. Don't stop moving, buddy. Oh, I shouldn't have allowed them to identify us, because they're gonna... Yeah, whatever. Oh, we don't have any way to defend against fighters, I just realized. Well, too late to cry about it now. You guys are gonna have to move through these asses. My bad.
Show us our victims.
You guys keep moving this way. Oh, we actually do have... Oh, you are a Hellbringer Mark 1 instead of a Mark 2. So we do have a slight defense against enemy fighters.
Squadron seeking prey.
Okay. Right against this, please.
Break them.
Can you reach it? Yes, indeed you can. I really wish that would destroy fighters.
Engines hot.
That'd be just swell. Oh, our own fighters are coming in. We're gonna get a little bit of turret fire in there. We do want to identify the enemies somehow.
We stand ready.
Alright, you guys, stay here for now.
We'll follow
They're
your
coming to
command.
us.
For now.
We'll get ready to move after they're gone. Alrighty, you fighters. Probably want to shoot that down. Do we want to wait until we shoot these down? Or do we just want to launch? Now we got cooldown anyway. Just wait for it then. In fact, I'm going to speed it up. I want to launch these fighters out there to... Are you going to... There. I want to identify, please. Recall squadrons. Are we close enough to scan? We are not close enough to scan. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Go. Find the enemy. You guys get ready to move out. You're too fragile for this. In fact, wait, get one volley out of there and then move.
Enemy ship sighted.
There we go. That's a nice little volley of your our light lance artillery. Number 1 target, number 2 target, number 2 target. Oh, actually, you know what? It's probably better to keep you here so that you can board. You guys go into 1300 engagement and then auto engage, please. You are getting rammed, which is not the worst thing in the world. Identify the enemy. There we go. Counter-identify to the enemy identification. You need to move out of the way. Because everybody else is taking damage. We need to also destroy this. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. You're gonna take some damage here. My bad. Oh well. You stay away from the rest of the fleet. Rest of the fleet, you are all gonna move in. Let's board a you, friendo, and then let's also board a you, other friendo. Everybody switch to reload. And Sinesh's promise, can we hit 2 ships? I'd like to hit 3, but I guess we can. Wait for it, go. Beautiful. And then bombers away, I guess. You, switch to reload as well. And repair your fire on board. They're still in Sinesh's promise, which means we're doing a decent amount of damage. How's the Admiral in terms of troops? He's just fine. You guys, in fact, start moving. Go to 4.5 engagement range, and then auto-engage. And we can watch this a little bit. Alrighty, you, my friend, how much HP do you have? Oh, and more than enough. More than enough. You guys just keep sniping out there where you, hey. I said 4.5 engagement range. Where you, oh, you're still following your other orders. Whoops. Let us then cancel orders, and then you can do your own thing. You might need to get the hell out of here. They're focusing on the ship that's the most hurt, which does make sense. I would do the exact same thing. Are you really going to move through the asteroids just to maintain your engagement range? You disappoint me greatly. Let's make number 1 target here, and then let's make number 2 target here. You, stay away. Go to 13,500 range, and then auto-attack. You have... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Switch to lock-on. There we go. Everybody else is okay. You have lost some troops. Oh, wow, I did not realize that you had lost that many troops. My bad. Transfer here. You'll need to repair some other admiral. And we don't care about their admiral because this is an Astartes admiral, so meh. Very much meh. We just need to bring down some of their shields so we can get some boarding actions going ourselves. Wait for you to get your boarding actions. We also have Sinesh's promise coming back up. Don't need to waste demonic ritual right now. And down go your shields, buddy, so here come boarders. You're still in a good way. You can't repair. It's fine. It's fine. Let's watch this last ship die, because everybody is in auto-engagement. And I guess this is also another nice facet of these early game battles, because everybody is able to auto-engage, because you're not going to lose your ship in like 2 shots like you would when everybody has crazy amounts of stuff. And crazy weaponry on top of it. How are we doing? You're going to be scuttleable again. We are not going to scuttle you, shockingly enough. Sinesh's promise right there. No more shields for you, buddy. And let's board ya. Yeah, might as well. Might as well target those engines so that it can't get away. Let's say, no, you do not want to transfer. I want to move you over here to transfer here. And I know that made you scuttleable, but then you guys... Are you not moving? No, you're moving. You're just not in... You're just in appropriate range already. Alright, fine. Boarding action right here, please. And the Sacred Fortitude is just about ready to go down. Ooh, nice shot. Looks like something exploded there. I think that was a prow crit or something on the prow. Maybe a carrier. Maybe the... carrier hold? The hangar. Couldn't quite tell. Alrighty, well done. First battle for this tiny little Slaaneshi ship. I'm not going to be naming any of the cruisers or light cruisers because they're way too weak and pathetic and they will die immediately, and there's also way too many of them. You just can't keep track of that sort of thing. I will start naming things from battle cruiser and up. So battle cruisers and anything above that. Well, I just repeated myself, didn't I? Almost to level 3. Close that up, and unfortunately, that'll have to close up this episode as well because we are A, out of time, and B, that is all that we can do this very turn. We'll have to dedicate some some stuff to the gods, although I'll think about whether we'll want to do that right now, just because these things generate money and I don't necessarily want to increase their evolution cost. It doesn't increase their evolution time, but money is at a premium very early on, and if we kickstart our economy pretty strongly, we can, you know, hit the void running or hit the warp running. You know what I mean. Anyway, calling it here. Next time we will continue throughout Chinchar. We should be able to take Chinchar quite easily throughout the episode. We might have to leave Reznor and the tons and tons of Tau here until the episode after that, just because it looks like there's way too many here for us to easily handle. At least until we get more ships. There is a ship cemetery here, though. We do have to keep that in mind, that we'll want to capture this as soon as possible to get the insane amount of money that this generates. 200 at level 3. The earlier we get that, once again, the easier we'll be able to kickstart our economy. Might actually try to save up some, at least one of the gifts to attack this early. Might be an option. Might be an option, but I guess we'll figure it out next time. So don't forget to leave a like and a comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic, obviously. And all glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching. Still working on that short outro.